This is Cosmos. I'm about to give you the exact theory of everything. You can forget the search for the theory of everything because I have the theory of everything. String theory is incorrect. It has no significance to the real theory of everything. To begin with, we talk about how the universe began. The universe, according to what we have a lot of theory, the Big Bang Theory, a lot of different ideas about pulses. Well, ultimately, the theory of everything is based on infinity. Infinity is an invisible force. It is the invisible force that is inside of everything and outside of everything. Because of that, it absorbs everything instantly. It is a force that definitely exists. You can see a physical idea. Even though infinity is invisible, that's why particle theory, as far as particles, when you smash atoms, you discover that you can see particles go into an invisible state and reappear. The bottom line to the whole concept and the fact that infinity is a force of its own. Infinity, the way to understand the beginning of the universe is that what happened was celestial energy pulsed out of infinity, because infinity contains the smallest particles, the smallest particle in the universe is infinity. The largest element in space is infinity. To give you a complete understanding of what I'm talking about, to break it down, it's a complex, of course, but to simplify what I'm talking about is the fact that when accelerators smash atoms, you notice you come up with different types of particles that occur from those different accelerations of energy. The bottom line is scientists will never be able to find the smallest particle because the smallest particle is infinity. In order to get there, you have to be able to accelerate to the highest speed. What is the highest speed? We talk about speed of light, and then we talk about potential speeds of warp speeds. Nowhere near infinity. Infinity is the fastest speed. It is the fastest speed that you can reach. It is an instant force. Because it's an invisible force, and it can be invisible. It can be visible when you put two mirrors in front of each other. You can see examples of infinity because you see whatever object you put in front of the mirror, the two mirrors, they go to infinity because you see that object inside one mirror, inside another mirror, inside another mirror, and anybody with common sense know that never ends. So you see, infinity is a true existence. So it is powerful. It absorbs everything. Everything is absorbed by infinity. Also, infinity is inside of everything. Every particle, no matter what particle, how small a particle is, infinity is inside of it. Okay, and then every matter, all matter is outside of this particular spectrum. In other words, just to give it to you, in other words, infinity is outside of everything and inside of everything, basically. Infinity is the invisible force that makes up the theory of everything because it is the ultimate force. It is the one without a second. Understand that. Infinity has no second. There's no second number to infinity. You cannot come close to infinity. There's no point. You can only be a part of infinity, okay? And like I said, infinity is a force because the beginning of what we call the beginning of our universe, which infinity, there's never any beginning. There are all kinds of beginnings when we calculate it from our point of view, from our spectrum, because infinity is causing all kinds of intervals all the time. Every millisecond, there's some universe being exploded from the point of infinitesimal. In other words, what we're looking for is Big Bang Theory, where when you see black holes, you notice the stars can collapse, and when the star collapses, it causes dwarf star sizes. I'll get into the details on that, and this is going to explain why infinity is the theory of everything, and why, in order E equals mc squared, in order to get to that point, you got to accelerate to infinity, because infinity is the force that created everything. And I'll give you more details in my next statement. Okay, to begin with, parallel universes do exist. There are infinite parallel universes. You can base the understanding of this is that infinity has infinite frequencies. Because of infinite frequencies, we talk about the electromagnetic spectrum. The point is, you have infinite frequencies. The parallel universes exist almost relative to what radio frequency. If you notice different signals, we can have more than one television signal in the atmosphere. They are invisible. You can't, in other words, you tune into one channel, you pick up that channel, or visual things like television. You got a lot of different television in a 360-degree spectrum, but they don't clash with each other. They're on different planes, put it like that. Just like the universes, the infinite universes. Infinity controls those planes. That's why those universes exist. I'll explain the elements associated with that. That's why infinity is the theory of everything. Okay, here's an example of parallel universes. Okay, we have a parallel universe of dark matter, and we have a parallel universe of light, which is celestial energy. Those two parallel universes are the post point where scientists are trying to figure out whether there's how did the Big Bang happen. Well, anyway, from where we are in a plane of the dark matter spectrum where celestial energy are pulsing in different points. That's why you see the stars, the celestial energy, and it pulses from infinity. The infinite point on the other side of the universe, which is the celestial. There's an infinite light universe where celestial energy has stars are black holes. In our parallel universe, the stars are black holes. Okay, in the other parallel universe to us, if you notice, we see more dark matter in here, and we see celestial bodies as stars. Okay, in the parallel universe to this is a universe of pure light with the stars there are black holes, and the spiral galaxy are black hole spiral. They make up the spiral galaxies. The black hole points in that parallel universe to our universe. That's why we have pulses that created our universe from the celestial universe, which is pure light, with different black holes making up stars and galaxies over there. The pulses come from there, from infinity, because these infinite points are where we have an infinite points on the dark matter side, which is where we exist, and then on the light matter side, there in infinity, there are infinite points. There are intro points from each parallel universe. Infinity is the controller. That is the point from there, and I'll get into more in the next tape.